comfortable?
Are you sitting comfortably?
That's... My name's Aaron Lodge. Most people know me as Bodge. And this evening we're back at the Adelphi Club interviewing the one and only virgins. How are we?
Good. Very excited to be here. Everybody is just so down to the ground. It's great.
Nice. Yeah, it's one of the most authentic music venues I think you could wish to come across. Am I right in thinking that?
It really is, and it's a bit like a history museum. There is fingerprints of everybody all over the place, if it's an art or just it's in the walls.
It's a policeman's wet dream in here, isn't it?
I wouldn't want to take a black light in here, man. Like you don't know what you'd find. It's just one of those like iconic venues. Like everybody comes through here, and like the posters. Like, I mean, it's insane the amount of bands, like big bands have played here. It's crazy.
I don't think I've ever walked into a room like the Green Room and seen the amount of big bands all in one space, posters and all that kind of stuff. Like we was doing it before we were filming. Just looking around and going, right, who do you think is the most famous person that's on? And we saw Adele support someone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not know the Adelphi Club is actually named after her? This is the second night of your UK tour. Played Glasgow last night. How was it?
It was great. I haven't had so many hugs at a gig in my life.
Have you not?
No, it was lovely. So nice.
Yeah.
Good, sold loads of merch. Thank you so much. It was like a lot of people that were new. I felt like I'd met them before. They were just so friendly and chatty. It's a lovely bunch up there. So hopefully it's the same tonight.
And some old friends too.
Yes.
Out travelling to come and see us.
Yeah.
Great.
I can imagine that when you come across the water and you see people coming to your gig, it must be a brilliant feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It's weird.
And
There's like a shoegaze community, and whenever we start doing this, then like all these people reach out and you kind of make this like little group of friends, So we people like that was our second time in Scotland, so people like drove really far to come see us play, and like all that stuff really means a lot, And I mean, it was a Tuesday night in Glasgow. We could have played to like 3 people and a dog, and we would have been over the fucking moon with that, But it's good that like it means something to people, and then we're building like this community and stuff. It's great, and like all through just a load of fuzz and reverb,
Yeah, and the actual venue itself is a half decent one to play, like you say, and then
so cool.
Yeah, and a brilliant way to kickstart your tour.
Set the bar high, but Hull will obviously beat that.
Yeah, we've obviously. Yeah, that's it. What can we expect from Virgins?
Well,
turn to the bass, man.
A whole lot of energy, man. That's what Virgins is for me, in a way, personally. I'm sure it'll come out in a story, but like myself and Styx only joined the last year, and it's one of those bands where you kind of hear it, you hear the record, and you hear what you're going to get yourself into, and then you play. It's a totally different experience. When you come and see Virgins live, that's where the real love and energy and what shoegaze, if you want to call it that, is. You're standing there, you're getting your balls blown off you. That's
we're not responsible if that happens. And like, there's no public liability.
It's the audience
here.
who buy the tickets.
Yeah, and there's like a waiver they sign.
Yeah, just explain to us a little bit about shoegaze as a genre, as for those that might know.
Just like floaty, ethereal music. It's kind of characterized by like a lot of reverb and fuzz, and like Mo says, like it's atmospheric, but live we kind of bring a different energy, like traditionally.
So I would compose it and read.
Man, we done one of these interviews whenever we first started as a band, right? And we're like we're like talking real serious, blah 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 blah. And then the other band just came in and they're like, "All right, how's it going?" Yeah. But then they just came in and joined us. Anyway.
Put the kettle on,
yeah,
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So that's what shoegaze is right there. Just fucking interruptions.
Yeah. Just open the door, have a little look in. Yeah,
how you going?
Loads of reverb.
Yeah, I guess it's just like it's creating an atmosphere and like trying to like evoke feeling. Like we don't want to tell people how to feel, but it should evoke something in them, you know. And like when we play, I know we all feel like a thing that happens. So hopefully that translates to the crowd, you know.
You can play a little game with Shoegaze as well, because I
Bingo.
wasn't entirely sure what it was. I was loving the sound. A friend sent me the music before, and then I was like, right, and I was still coming to practice going, I'm not too sure, and then it just clicked one day. It's like seeing quality in an image or something, and I was like, oh my god, I've listened to this all my life, and it's just like it was in that, it was in that, it's in that, and then it all comes
like
together.
Visual thing that's
Yeah.
created from
Yeah.
it as well.
There is a wee click moment for
Yeah,
that.
nice.
It's an emotional full body experience. That's what Virgins is like.
That's how it feels to be a virgin.
Correct.
And does that tie into potentially where the name came from as well?
The name comes from Virgin Suicides, which is like a Sofia Coppola film, and it has that like dreamy, floaty, kind of ethereal quality to it, and all her work does is very influential on like the aesthetic and all. So I kind of stole it from that. It's like a wee nod, you know. Also, it's really funny just to call your band Virgins, you know.
Turns a few heads, doesn't it?
Like, see when someone in works asks you, like, what's your band called? And you're like, Virgins.
But in front of a crowd, he's like, fucking virgin.
Yeah.
Aye, we're fucking virgins.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite a monumental day for you as a band, because you've been nominated for a Northern Ireland Music Album of the Year award.
Dave, do you want to?
Album of the year?
It is Album of the Year, isn't it?
No.
Is it the full album?
It's
top to bottom?
yeah, so it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
album
yeah,
of
it's
the
not
year.
just a single,
yeah.
Anyone can win an award.
Rebecca's like, oh, right, is that what's going on? Yeah, so it's like at the NI Music Prizes tonight, and we're nominated for album of the year, which is pretty, like, I mean, it's fucking great, you know.
Some of the people that have been nominated alongside yourselves, talk to us about the whole setup of being nominated for that.
Yeah, so there's like a long list and then a short list, and like we made the long list. We're like, oh, that's cool, and then we made the short list, and there's like likes of KNEECAP, you know, they're like a global act, and David Holmes, who's like legendary, and then there's a lot of new Northern Irish acts coming out, like Problem Patterns and Cherem, and like Ash were on the long list, and all these like amazing people, and then somehow we've just snuck our way in there, you know.
I
And
used to make David Holmes cups of coffee in a coffee shop, and it's weird then to be
yeah,
to
know.
now
shoulder
be
to
stood
shoulder.
yeah, competitively as well.
Yeah. I mean, like it's a lovely nod and recognition to the work and the music, you know. But like we would 100% rather be in Adelphi and Hull talking to you fine people, you know.
God bless you. Thank you very much.
Well,
It's an absolute pleasure to be here. Must be a nice accolade to even be mentioned in.
absolutely.
And the album is called Nothing Hurt and Everything Was Beautiful.
Yeah.
And was it?
Well, it's only day two. It's only day two of tour, so we'll find out. Things are already starting to hurt. Yeah, I mean, like this year. I mean, the album came out in April, and this year we've played a load of big shows, and we've done other Voices in Wales, and we're out on tour, and we've done all this amazing stuff. And Matt and Mo joined the band this year as well, which has been class. And
How are you finding it, Matt?
It's good crack. It is definitely good crack. It's definitely a lot different to what I've been playing before. Like growing up, it was a lot softer stuff, and then obviously shoegaze is a bit more hard hitting, but. No, it has definitely helped me grow as a musician and as a person as well, getting to like come, like do interviews like this and stuff, play Glasgow, Hull, London, stuff like that. So yeah, it's been great.
Fantastic. Yeah.
he doesn't allude to the fact that he just like jets over and plays Italy and stuff sometimes, you know, and he's like, he also grows hair a little bit. That helped him grow too.
I had to sort that out before coming over.
Yeah. Fresh cuts.
That's it, yeah, because as a band you need to be looking as good as you possibly can do. And
Look at us.
look at you.
Style.
Mo just leaned forward there in a brilliant little fashion. Mo, I feel like this is a good time for you to show us your socks as well, mate.
I mean, there's not many, you know,
baboons on it. Yeah, there are.
baboons in shoegaze, but I mean, if that guy's not fucking having the crack,
Yeah, how do you deal with touring?
I love touring. Like I bought a van so that we can go tour, and we called it Vangeons because van virgins, and it's so clever, so clever. But it's just like this is the part that like writing songs is great, recording is great, but like going and playing in front of a bunch of people in new places that you don't know, and like getting to meet loads of people every night is really cool. And like our first tour that we ever done as a band was a UK tour. It was like 6 dates, and then we've done an Irish tour, and now we're doing this, and like it helps you get closer as a band. And like by the 6th date, you're so tight, you know, and like it helps you get to know each other as people, and like how to like respect each other and deal with each other. And like that is a big thing on there, is just like respecting each other, because I mean you're crammed into like a tiny space, and like so whenever you like get a chance for privacy, or if people need time away, you know, and there is like an art to touring, you know, wearing Wendy's the toilet is included in that. And, but it's like I love it, you know. Like we drove 5 hours today, and like I would have drove another 5 hours to go just play a show, you know, if like that's what it is at the end, you know. And so it's like it's such a quintessential part of being like a band to me, you know. Like arrive, set up, play the show, drink IPAs, go back to the room, don't sleep, do it for 6 days in a row. And then try and figure out who's snoring during the night.
it's you, man.
It's always apparently it's me. I don't know.
I think I have to sleep underneath this guy.
Yeah.
Just before we start wrapping up and doing that, I want to speak to you, Rebecca. You do all the vocals. How are you finding, obviously, having to lead this bunch of shoegazers into battle every night?
We've all got each other's backs, and it's so nice. And I am just quite an emotional person, so it's nice to be able to stand up and lose myself in front of everybody and have these guys just make sure everything's coming together. I'm right where I should be, and I'm grateful.
Fantastic, mate. Is there anything else that you lot would like to say?
Just want to give a shout out to Ebony Alexander Media on Instagram, who's on tour with us. She's taking photos, and she's been a long suffering collaborator of ours. This is her 3rd tour with us, and we drag her around the country in very cramped situations, so that's cool. And just a shout out to Richard, who runs Blowtorch Records, our label, for putting out the record and just fucking believing in us. But yeah, I mean, like, we're on tour now, and thank you to you for taking the time to sit with us.
Absolute pleasure, honestly. And I'm sure we'll sip a couple of beers over the course of the evening, have a right laugh doing it as well. And we're really, really excited to see you play.
I hope we're good.
Look for the.
We've never heard of
If you're not, you can just say you're a virgin, innit? So
Yeah, that's it.
yeah.
First time, man.
There we are. That's your get out of jail free card. On that bombshell, I think we'll just wrap it up.
Sure.
Because if everyone had wrapped it up, then we'd all still be never be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are.
I just want to say thanks to the New Adelphi for letting us fucking play this very iconic venue, which is like so steeped in history, and I can taste all that history off this microphone right now. Might have to get tests after tonight. And thanks for Jimmy for doing sound. Really appreciate it. He's a fucking legend in doing that.
Waxing, waiting, but it runs. Bye.